What's up, wellness fam? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Phil Sarpon. I'm an ACE, American Council of Exercise Certified Personal Trainer. I give you guys tips and guides to help you along your fitness journey. One of the questions that we're going to tackle today is how to become a personal trainer, actually how to even become an independent personal trainer. Some of you guys have been asking me this question. I thought I would do a quick video, just kind of give you guys some tips and some of the things that I've done in my own fitness journey, and also some of the things I've done to become independent as a personal trainer. So one of the things that I will start out by saying is that I do believe that you should get certified through a major organization, whether it's through NASM or ACE or some type of other organization. I think getting that certification just gives you that stamp of approval, especially if you are looking to work at a gym. Most gyms are going to require some type of certification. So if you love personal training, this shouldn't be that hard. One of the things about NASM or ACE is that all you have to do is just really put in the work, read the book, go through the questions, and then give yourself some time to study throughout the months and then take the exam. All right, so once you become certified, I would say that's really mostly the hard part. The other thing is just getting experience. And if I was me, I wouldn't go independent right away. I think I would actually work at a gym where they train their trainers. And what I mean by that is that it's easy to go to a gym and they just tell you a bunch of things and they're not really coaching you, they're not really helping you become the best personal trainer. And also sometimes you're not with other trainers that are also self-motivated and are helping or doing the things that they need to do. So I would encourage you to go to a gym where you have coaches and fitness trainers that have been training for some time, because you can get some experience from them, and also you can build up your clientele so you can actually have a lot of experience with different types of clients, things that they do differently, whether it's different heart conditions or different leg conditions or joints or whatever it is, that you can just get the experience of working with people of all different age groups and backgrounds to help you kind of build your profile. Once you have gotten some experience, I think then you can start to slowly become more and more independent. One of the things that a lot of people will say is that you don't need a website. And I do think having a website is good. I think putting some thought and some time into making a good website or paying someone to help you to have a good website is important, because honestly that's just a great way that you can put it on your card, you can give it to that person, you can send your website to people, and your website could have all your information in terms of your background, info about you. You can do blogs on a website. I think a website's a great way to actually show that you're serious about what you want to do. So, all right, you're certified, you've gotten the experience, you've gotten a website. The other thing that you want to do with your website, and I think this is what really helped me, is that you want to go through a third party to allow your clients, your future clients, to be able to pay you through your website. I think one thing that's really important is that a lot of times people will say, oh, they can just pay me on Venmo or on PayPal. And honestly, I just don't think that's super professional. And honestly, it's not exactly the most helpful thing when you're trying to do your taxes. So I think honestly having a third party, whether it's a third party bank or a Stripe or something that you can put into your website where clients can go on it and they can pay for their sessions. Some of the things that I've actually been able to do is that my clients can put in their credit card information, it saves through an authorized site, and anytime they train with me, I can just automatically charge their card. So they don't have to worry about cash, they don't have to worry about thinking about how to get the money. They come with me, they're not even thinking about the money. We go through the personal training session, and then after the session, I charge their card and they get a bill, and that's it. And you just wanna make, especially when it comes to being initially your own independent personal trainer, you want to make the payment process super, super easy. It's just going to help you over time build the clientele, build the trust, and have people that really understand your process and that actually will love your process. So that's the next thing to do. The next thing obviously is, well, how to even get clients, right? Or where should you even train? And I think that's really the hardest thing, because for me, I was able to find a gym that allowed me to be an independent contractor. So I have my own clients and I can bring my clients to this gym. I do have to pay the gym a cut for every session or every client that comes in. it's actually not too bad, which is, you know, honestly, there are some places that will take 50%, 60%, 70%, but this gym actually really isn't too bad. The amount is the same for every client, it's the same for every session. And honestly, for me as an independent contractor, I mean, I can change my rates. And so if I tell a client, hey, you know, I'm gonna have to raise your rate in order for you to, for me to pay off the gym's cut, you know, most people are fine with that, especially because in the gym we have space, we have equipment, we don't have to work out outside. Like, it's actually pretty simple. So I would say if you can find a gym in your area that you can train your clients at and become an independent contractor, like that would probably be the most easiest way to be an independent personal trainer. If not, you could think about maybe training people at your house. If you have a garage, you can turn a garage into a personal gym. If there's nice weather in the environment that you're in, you can train people outside. You just have to make sure that the parks that you go allow personal training. Some parks are a little bit more private and are a little bit more specific with all the things that you can do at the park, but most public parks will allow you to train people on the grass and things like that. So those are just some things that the location part is obviously huge. Where you train your clients at is huge, but I would say try and go for that independent contractor. If not, think about a home gym. If not, think about training people outside or even training people online. I think training people online has been a huge thing that has come forth. All right, so those are some of the different options of basically where to train your clients. Now, obviously the biggest question is how to actually get your clients. And this is where it might get a little tricky. If you do train at an independent contractor gym, sometimes they have their own members at the gym they'll send their members to you because they have a relationship with you, right? So there's one possible way that you can get clients. The other way is just through social media, whether it's on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook. There's a lot of different Facebook groups out there that have basically health and wellness, different guides and things like that. You can post about, hey, you know, I'm a personal trainer, I'm looking for clients, this is what I'm willing to charge people. There's other things, you know, if you live in a city or you live in a certain neighborhood, usually neighborhoods have their own Facebook groups. And so what I've actually done, and this is one of the ways that I've gotten a lot of clients, is I've gone into those general Facebook groups and I've posted, hey, I'm a personal trainer, I just moved into the area and I'm training clients here in the area. Most people are willing to go to a gym that's really close to their area. So that's a huge bonus, it's a huge plus if you can just go into those Facebook groups and market, you know, and really market yourself, advertise your services to other people in that Facebook group or through whatever social media platform you have, whether it's YouTube or Pinterest or Instagram or Twitter or Facebook. You know, pick one or two, try it out, see if it works. And if not, you can always try a different type of platform. All right. The other thing is that there's a number of different paid, basically sites where you do have to pay in order to get clients. There's things like Bark, there's things like Thumbtack, there's things like, I think, Fitness Trainers. Like, there's a bunch of different ones. And honestly, sometimes you just have to try your luck out at those. Sometimes it's not even worth it because you might pay a lot of money just to try and get leads, and those leads are not going to be converted into actual clients. So you do have to be careful about that. There's a whole process to it, but you know, that's something that's available if you would like to get consistent leads. The other thing, you can do advertisements on Facebook, you can do advertisements on Instagram. That's another different way. At the end of the day, I mean, you want to market yourself to people in your community, your school, your work, your church, your friends, all of those things. You want to have a business card, you want to get your name out there, you want to really see if you can actually connect with other different healthcare professionals. So people like chiropractors or physical therapists. One of the things that I did was that I would actually meet up with physical therapists in the area, or occupational therapists or psychiatrists or psychologists who have their own businesses as well. But because I would meet with them, I would just kind of connect with them and I would tell them, hey, like, if you have a client or a patient that is looking for a personal trainer, you know, here's my card. And here's the thing about someone going to therapy. They're going to go to therapy for mental health services, but every mental health professional knows that exercise is also really important for mental health. And so if they have your card or they have your information or they have a client that really does want to exercise and wants to take care of their health, they can give your information to that client And that is a great way to get leads, right? And then also at the same time, you can reciprocate that service where you say, hey, if there's any client that is having trouble with their leg or their joints, I'm going to send them to you because you're a physical therapist, or you're an occupational therapist, or you're a chiropractor, or a mental health professional. Like, that is also a great way in terms of networking with other professionals in their respective fields to also get leads as well. All right, so once you know that your location, you've gotten certified, you've gotten leads, all of those things, you have a payment method. Of course, you should always have a waiver that you can give your clients online as well. I actually have a waiver through JotForm that I send my clients. Anytime I get a lead, I'm gonna have a phone call with my client. I'm gonna tell them my services. I'm gonna tell them, hey, I'd love to meet with you, just kind of show you around the gym. We might go through just a short workout. You'd get to meet me, you'd ask me all the questions that you have. And if they want to be a client, I can send them the waiver online. They can sign it online, so there's no paperwork, and there's always gonna be an email trail or a paper trail of all the records and files that people have. And that takes care of it, right? Once they've signed the waiver, once they've met with me online, or once they've met with me in person, or we've had a phone call, we go through the personal training session and we go from there. A lot of times I'll have packages for clients, so I may say, hey, okay, we're gonna go through a 12 session package, right? So you gotta go through 12 sessions either once a week or twice a week. Maybe it's a 3-month package, maybe it's a 4-month package. Like, you're gonna have to work on your own to figure out what's gonna be best for you in terms of how often your clients train with you, the timing of where you guys train, and all the different types of maybe health conditions that they have, so that you can be aware of that as well. You should always be not only just certified as a personal trainer, but I also believe CPR certified, just in case there's anything that happens. And the thing that I love about being a personal trainer at an independent contractor site is that there are things that also protect me as well, in terms of just having not only just waivers and validation, but also cameras in the gym. That way, if someone gets something stolen, or something happens, that there's also recorded data online or on video surveillance of what happens in the gym and things like that. So it's also an additional way to protect yourself. If you're trying to figure out what all to put on your waiver, there's obviously some different resources online, but I would also get with a lawyer that is basically specialized in the field of just independent contractor work, that understands what it's like to be a personal trainer in terms of the field, and can basically help you to craft a really good legal document to protect yourself, right? You should always get insurance just in case, but I think those things, especially as an independent contractor, when you do your taxes, those are all things that you can write off as you go through your taxes, all right? So I basically give you guys the whole overview of being certified, finding a location, getting leads, converting leads, and then actually going through your personal training sessions with people, knowing what they want to do, knowing how you want to help them. And because I'm pretty flexible in my payment plan, sometimes they'll pay me all at once, or sometimes they'll pay me for every session, or they'll pay me for every week. It really just kind of depends on what's going to be best for them. So that is something that I've done the past year in terms of being a personal trainer. Hopefully that all makes sense. I know there's a lot of information that I just said. So if you have any questions, definitely put it down in the comment section below. If you have not already, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, and I will see you guys in the next video.